So anyway, some new plans. As you know, when you watch my channel enough, you know things change all the time. I basically, Brenton brought down a motorcycle for me, and I'll tell you about that on another video because I got so much stuff to tell you. But you can see this mess, and I'll go into it. So I had to run Brenton back to Octonogan to his place, and running back, and we got to talking. Spent a day and a half there, and with his help and ingenious, he knows I wanted to get a shanty boat and have a shanty boat and build another one that was kind of cool, and so that's kind of where this all morphed into, and I'll show you the stuff here or whatever. But it's what I try to tell people is you can build a shanty boat, and you can a shanty boat, if anybody knows, shanty boat is basically, it's all materials that you can harvest and find that are cheap. You don't have to you don't have to buy that much stuff. You can use pallets and run it through the planer, which I've got a planer. You don't have to, but you can do that. You can dumpster dive when it comes to construction sites. You can do a ton of stuff and build a shanty boat for hardly nothing. And this one here is going to turn out to be about $1,500 total, and we'll be up and kind of running. And we'll take most of the summer and trim it out and make it cozy and homey and your own personal touch. But that's kind of where we're at with it. I'm going to show you I got a ton of footage of building, and we've got a ton of stuff that's going to be building. We're just getting started, but let's I'm going to grab the camera and just kind of show you what we've got kind of going on here. So what we've got going on here is all this stuff. As you can see, all this stuff come from Brenton, and we worked out a deal that is super affordable. And these tunes here are 25 inches in diameter. They make a 20, an 18, a 20, a 23, I think, a 25, and a 27. I looked them all up, and the 25 is basically almost about the second biggest pontoons on a thing. And believe it or not, I looked it up 3 different times. The actual capacity on this thing is over 10,000 pounds. I mean, it really has a lot of buoyancy. Now we also have the transom, which is going to be mounted in here. So I got a ton of work, but anyway, this is basically it. I'm trying to figure this out to be the cheapest possible way, and that I can make this happen. So we're going to do plywood. We're going to stain it. We're going to end up painting these white to trim everything out in white. We got the windows. They came out of some kind of a bus or something like that. They're in a frame. I took them out and made them kind of a hard way because I like that, and I like them tinted. So I'm going to kind of go that route with it. We got styrofoam to insulate it. We got some cedar to trim the inside out, make that nice. And over time, we probably will put some kind of maybe even a vinyl siding in between the slats or something. I'm not sure, but it'll work out just fine, to start with on this. So that's kind of where we're at. I don't know what else I can say except for this kind of just, this kind of fell in our laps while we were hanging out. I mean, that was really how it worked out. It wasn't really going to be a planned thing. I went up, actually was looking at the other one that Brenton had, which he'll use for himself because, that we had a price on that one. And I just didn't want to have any kind of debt or anything. I don't want to jeopardize friendship that way, and try to minimize that as much as I possibly can. Let's see here. We actually got a roof that's a canopy, and we're going to use that for the time being. I'm going to paint that all green, kind of a tractor John Deere green or something. I think this forest green. We're going to put that on there and just try to make it look as nice as we can. It'll save having to do a roof. So that's kind of where we're at with that. But I'm going to finish trimming this all out, And then I'm going to do some more footage here in a little bit. I'll show you what it looks like stained with the trim in here in the white, and we'll get that by the end of the day. And that way you'll get an idea of what one wall will look like. And we'll basically try and get all the 4 walls in and the roof on it, and then we can actually insulate it and kind of throw it in the water and start kind of utilizing it or whatever. Anyway, that's kind of where we're at with that. We still got the fishing boat, which we'll use for fishing. The bus is going to be on hold for a while. We're not going to do anything with that at this point, which, you know, we're in pretty good shape with that for the most part. I mean, you know, it's never ever done, but anyway, I'm going to work on finishing this up, and I'll give you guys a look and see what we've got going on. But just remember, you guys can build one of these. Anybody out there can build one of these for really reasonable. You're not going to put a ton of money in that. And what I mean by that too is, you know, you're not going to have your wife or significant other, you know, climbing down your back because you're spending a lot of money or something like that. You know, you get the whole build for maybe even $2,000, but you've got it. You're ready to go. You're ready to go out. You're ready to camp. You're ready to fish off it and ready to enjoy it. And that's the name of the game. So anyway, let's. Well, guys, we moved everything, and this is kind of a little bit of the final product. I think I'm going to take one solar panel and mount it here on the side because the roof's going to be kind of, I mean, they could be mounted on the roof, but I don't know. I might do them on the side of the, the walls, just as, you know, being here in the northern hemisphere, you kind of don't get that sun, you know, it kind of rises in the east, sets in the west, and it really doesn't really get up. I mean, it does get high, but not that high. So anyway, we moved it, we moved the trailer back here. I have to admit, I am completely spent. I wanted to go fishing tonight, but I'm just completely exhausted. I just can't, I just ain't got no more energy. Tomorrow, we're going to do a side wall, or I mean the front wall with where the door would be, and then we'll try and get this thing all upright anyway, at least so we can start bolting and buckling down and kind of working our way around it. And that the end of things. Oh, so that being said, guys, I'm exhausted. Big shout out to Brenton and everything for kind of helping get this thing off the ground for me and whatnot. And I think you've seen his video, and it's got a ton of stuff on there, backwaters and back roads. So anyway, we're just going to keep working on this, and we'll do the footage. And what we'll do is when we're all kind of done for the most part, and we are, we're out on the lake or something like that, sometime this summer, I'll do a whole hour and a half or something and piece everything together and do a kind of a quick time lapse or something, and show you start to finish on it. Like I said, I've been watching Pinterest on a lot of shanty boat stuff, just getting ideas of what I'd like the exterior to look like and stuff. But, it all boils down and hinges on, the money and stuff like that. I mean, I'm scrounging and whatever, but if you like the Wayne Diaries, and you like this content, and you like the project coming up and whatnot, and I think I mentioned I was going to go to into the fall, probably in October, I'll tow this down to Kentucky Lakes, and I think spend a few months in the Kentucky Lakes fishing and just living on the houseboat or the shanty boat. That's the plan. Working on a sign, which I'll show you maybe tomorrow. I got to router it out, but we're going to do a little trying to do some little odds and ends to decorate the shanty boat. I got a few ideas of stuff to go in it and everything, and that's kind of where we're at. So, hey, if you want to donate to this project, there's always a donation link down below for the Patreon thing. You can jump in and do a super thanks for $2 or something like that. Like, as I said, everything that boils down to getting this project off the ground and getting this shanty boat built is all helps with the with YouTube. If you can't do any of that, that's just fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You're getting to watch this content for free. So just subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll tell you when I'm putting another one up. I'll try and put them up every Sunday night if I can get myself to do that. I got so many things going on. I don't even know what to do. Brenton, thanks again, buddy. And William in Pittsburgh, thanks for everything, buddy. He's been helping out with some stuff behind the scenes that people don't know about and whatnot. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're just going to keep plugging away and trying to enjoy ourselves the best way possible. Live free, live life to the fullest. Remember, I'm going to be turning 61 next month. Well, not next month, July. You're not guaranteed every day. Every day is a gift after 50, in my opinion. So don't let it go by, and don't waste those days. Make sure you put them to use. You want to do something, get on it today and do it. And you can always do anything you want to do. You can do it, and that's the way I've always believed. That's the way my channel's always believed. I think Brenton feels the same way, and all those things. Another video will go up, show you some other things we got going on. The motorcycle thing we got going. I took it for a ride today. Fantastic bike, fantastic. I'll fill you in on that one coming up here next. And that's kind of where we're at with that. That was another deal that Brenton found, and it all worked out. I was able to to utilize my local bank and make an easy payment of it, and then and it worked out great. I could take care of my good friend. So anyway, guys, thanks again. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, all those good, wonderful things in the YouTube world of dreams, and we'll post this stuff on the Shallow Drafters Facebook page. Thanks again, guys. See you in a few.
Adventures away, the few and alone. The life we live is that we have sown. Out in the world, the modern day cowboy, we ride the steel horse, we created the dream. Are we the last of the few that explore this land, like the songs and the lyrics of a great band? Let your soul guide